about the power of networking. I was sharing it with someone at dinner last night. I was at the Johnson & Johnson. I had a global team, and I was in Belgium. I was there a week and a half, and it's like 6 hours ahead and all that. So I was on my way home, and I was exhausted from the trip, totally. And I was on the plane, and I really was feeling introverted that day, quite frankly. Actually, I was tired. I wasn't feeling introverted. I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I really didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to go to sleep, get back to the United States, get on my chair, stop eating chocolate, stop people asking me why don't I drink beer, and all those things. So I just settled in the seat, and there was a woman across from me, and I thought, I don't really want to start a conversation with her because she might be going on and on. There's that risk. Okay, it's just me that thinks like that? Anybody else think like that? Look, see? I thought about it. But I said, I better say hi. So I opened the door. Well, she happened to be the vice president of communications for the pharma group. So there's 3 groups, pharma, consumer, and medical devices. She had a pretty high position, and she and I chatted. I was like, oh boy, now I gotta talk. We chatted pretty much the whole way home, and she said, call me when you have a chance. Call me in a couple weeks, and we'll go to lunch. So I said, okay. I called her. We went to lunch. We had a great, pleasant lunch, and she became my sponsor. She, it wasn't like with one lunch. It was a relationship that we built. But she recommended me to be on this corporate council that was led by the public affairs vice president, who was over all of communications for Johnson & Johnson. So she introduced me to him. He said, I think that you should be a part of this council because nobody from IT is giving us information on what's going on with the changes and all of that. And we were changing emails, we were changing things just because at that point. So I was the only director that was on this council. Everybody else was vice presidents across the board. So I got a chance to meet all these people. And then when I decided to leave Johnson & Johnson, this was a couple years later, he said, well, before you leave, I want to introduce you to someone who's head of corporate social responsibility, because they were always looking for somebody to support them. So he introduced me to her, and I started doing work for them, leaving. And then she was on some kind of council, nonprofit council, and she said, oh, they're looking for a communications person to support this effort. It's a new effort, and they really are in dire need of somebody to do communications. So of course her recommendation helped me support them. So I've been working with them for 6.5, 7 years. And that contract itself led to 2 more. I really enjoyed it, and thank you for